Hello and welcome to a brand new video. In today's video, we will start with one of the most famous programming languages in recent years, the Python programming language. Today, our main goal will be to learn how to set up an environment for coding and write some actual Python code. In the previous video, we talked a little bit about software and programming language software, which includes an editor, compiler, and debugger. Where editor is the place that you write and edit code, compiler is for translating high-level code to low-level code or from source code to machine code or binary format, and debugger is to run the code and check for any mistakes. And the collection of editors, debuggers, and compilers is called the IDE or Integrated Development Environment, which makes the work easy for programmers. There are lots of IDEs for Python like IDLE, PyCharm, Jupyter Notebook, etc. And nowadays the most used IDE is Visual Studio Code, or in short VS Code, which is more powerful and has lots of capabilities which makes it stand out compared to other IDEs. VS Code is not designed only for Python. We can code C, C++, HTML, JavaScript, and other languages in it too. You can download VS Code for Mac, Windows, and Linux from this URL. As mentioned before, Python is a high-level programming language that is mostly used for back-end development. But in order to use Python in VS Code, you should download Python from this URL. You can also install Python extensions in VS Code that I will show you further in this video. I will also show you the difference between a GUI or graphical user interface and a CLI or command line interface as we move on. After opening the VS Code, a welcome page will be open for you where you can adjust the behavior of your VS Code. After adjusting VS Code, close the welcome page. This is the interface of VS Code. At first, you will install two of the most used Python extensions. Go to Extensions place, search for Pylons and install it, and then search Python and install it too. After that, go ahead and open a file by choosing File, Open Folder. Now let me explain the difference between graphical user interface and command line interface. Graphical user interface is a visual interface that allows users to interact with the computer system using graphical elements such as icons, buttons, and menus. Graphical user interfaces are designed to be user-friendly, while command line interface is a text-based interface that allows users to interact with the computer system by entering text commands into a command line interpreter or shell. Let me open a terminal from View, then Terminal. Terminal is like CMD or command prompt where you write a command and the computer responds according to your command. Terminal and CMD are widely used as command line interface. I can create a folder using the icon here, which is considered as a graphical method. I can write the name of the file, check1, or I can write this command down here, mkdir, or make directory for making a new folder, and then the name of the folder that I want to be created, check2. Now you can see a new folder by the name of tech2 is created inside the Stellar Tech folder. Generally speaking, programmers love working with command line interface because it is more fast and more interesting compared to graphical user interface.
Now let's run our first Python program. In terminal, I will write this command called code, name of the file which I would like to call it hello, and then the Python extension or .py, which tells the computer that it is a Python file. Now the first program that is most common between programmers and people is saying hello to world. we use the print function, which outputs the result of a calculation or a data that we specify for a computer. So this is the syntax. We write print, open parenthesis, close parenthesis, and inside quotation, it doesn't matter if you type in a single quotation or a double quotation, and then the text that you want to display. You can see it all happens automatically, and it is because of the extensions that we have already installed. So up top, we run this program and you should be able to see the result displayed down here in the terminal. So yes guys, this was all for today. I hope you learned something new. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share it with your friends. Have a nice time.